on the Democratic side, I've seen a lot of podcasters, a lot of channels that I watch where a lot of black men are in these spaces saying they're not voting for Kamala. And I would argue, and I know a lot of people might disagree with this, but I would argue so many black men were raised by their mother. And if Kamala identifies as a black woman, you definitely don't want to sit up under someone that you think is a bad representation for a black woman, because the woman that raised you was not a good representation for you, your and your siblings, and for the community. So that's why I think a lot of black men are like, I know what my mama put me through. I don't want to go through the same thing. Now, do I think by and large that most people or black men, when they're raised by their mothers raised them to be simps? I would argue that probably 65, 70% of the time, I would argue that. But when a lot of men are growing up, getting in these spaces, being around other black men, and getting in these relationships and understanding that maybe I handle conflict like my mother. Maybe I don't get along with a lot of men because there wasn't a lot of male figures in my life. So the way that I'm handling confrontation with other men is how my mother would handle it. Or maybe I'm in these groups where it's a lot of other black men that were raised by their mother, and we all act alike, and we're all trying to work through the shit that our mothers put us through. So I think I see a big rise in a lot of black men speaking out. Hey, look, my mama did this to me. My mama did that to me. You know, we always give women a pass. She did the best she could. Okay, that's the same old rhetoric, same old rhetoric. But she didn't decide to marry your daddy first. Go figure.